Hey yo, and welcome to my TikTok page. That's right, it's me, MC John Ribs. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you like this video. And if you are watching on YouTube, welcome back to Regrexit, Brexit England, Northern Ireland, Eastern Europe, and our good friends from the US of A. And it's there we're starting today. America, come here. Come here. I need to speak to you about something. America, US of A. You go to the circus. You don't take the circus to your house. If you don't understand that one, here's another one for you. You go and you see lions in their own habitat. So if you're rich enough and you can go on safari, then you get your ass on safari, where you've got a couple of fellas around you, right, who have guns, and you feel 95% safe. Or you can go to a zoo, which I never agree with. Zoos are bad. Or you go to a safari park, which I don't mind so much. You don't take the pride of lions to your house, stuff them through your front door, and then say to your mister, open up the letterbox and say, darling, I've brought the lions to see you and the kids. And then wonder why your whole family's been eaten. What the hell is who was that? A very famous man once said these words. What the hell is going on? But just before he banned Muslims from America the last time he was in power. And then we see Muslims for Trump.
We as Muslims stand with President Trump because he promises peace. He promises peace, not war.
Supporting the censorship of a segment of this country. Because what? Tomorrow I will be censored too. And I don't want that for myself or for my family. And that's why it's surprising to say, Trump is kind of an asshole, right? He says a lot of things. He's not the nicest person in the room. He's not going to sugarcoat things for you. But guess what?
We as Muslims support this man because we believe that he will be a president for all Americans, embracing every race, color, and religion. We are with President Trump because we want...
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Muslims for Trump. Didn't you get it? The last time he was in power and he banned you from America. Now he's just banned another load of Muslim countries from America. But anyway, let us move over to the Hispanics and the Latinos. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, I will vote. Just listen, you know something, right? You wanted that proximity, that word anyway, to whiteness. And you got it. Yeah, you got it with the ICE, with the ICE coming to look for you. I'm going to be straight with you. And I can only speak, and I do often like to speak for the whole of the black community. Well, the whole of the black community that's not MAGA. Black MAGA. Right? But I'm going to speak for myself. I can only speak for myself on this occasion. I did not know, and I'm going to be straight with you. I'm going to be very, very straight with you, right? Because I don't want you to ever think, oh no, this man can't be telling the truth here. I did not know that Latinos and Hispanics had a problem with black people up until, I suppose I started to get an idea, right? When you lot was like breaking out with with your songs, I mean, this song in particular.
Raise your hands, come on! Raise your hands! Dale cintura, 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 cintura. I will vote for Donald Trump. I will vote for Donald Trump. Let's go! Latino!
That's like a Latino. Whoops, there it is. That tune is so damn catchy that you couldn't be... I don't know what's wrong with you people. I got the idea, started to get the idea around then when it was clear that not only, right, was it that you was voting for Trump, but you wanted to rub it into our faces that you was voting for Trump. You know, that's why that I think that's I think made you guys go out and buy much more of the, you know, the Trump stuff, the t-shirts and the hats and which you know, I'm telling you straight, right, that most people from the left just think that's fucking weird. Right, you know, I mean, you see one or two like Biden stuff and you know, or Harris stuff and that, but nothing to like the weirdness what comes from you guys. Seriously, I can't believe, right, the flags, just everything, Trump in your lives, and we look at you. I'm going to speak for a lot of people on this occasion. A lot of just normal people, whether black, white, Latino, Hispanic, just people who's not into your whatever the MAGA shit is, right? We think you're weird. Okay, I've said it. We think you're fucking weird, right? All this memorabilia is just. It's weird. There's nothing else. I mean, Tim Walz was absolutely correct. And you know what? The thing with the Democrats is they was like, oh my God, Tim, you can't say that. You can't say that, Tim. You can't say that. Don't. Even though it hit straight through when Tim Walz came out and said, listen, these motherfuckers are some weird motherfuckers. Right? That really hurt them. Right? And all of a sudden, the Democrats are shutting that down. Right? Where they've got Trump up there calling the Democrats all paedophiles. And the Democrats, if they say one thing that they think, oh, people might say it's a bit out of order, right? They're like, oh, go out and apologise. Go out and apologise. Send Chuck Schumer out. Send Chuck Schumer out to apologise. Seriously, the Democrats are so. What they need in power, is they need to clone more of Jasmine Crockett's and AOC's and Bernie Sanders. Right? Those type of, you know, those are the type of Democrats. They just need to clone more of those type of people. People who can tell you exactly what's what. There's a good few others, but you know they don't really get a chance to really get their voice out as they should really do. But anyway, the Hispanics and the Latinos, right? You know, we are exceptionally sorry, right, for what actually happening to you, even though you brought this shit on yourself, right? Because, you know, you might think it's going to be you blacks next. We're in front of you anyway, my brother. Don't worry about that, right? They never forgot about us, right? They never forgot about us. They can see exactly where we are. And if there's a way that they can do some of this shit to us, believe me, it would be done. Right? But, there's too much, right, of you guys saying to black people, oh, where are you? And I'll tell black people one thing, yeah? It's in LA at the moment, because obviously all this shit's going on in LA. So keep your black asses at home. All right? Don't take your black ass out there. Keep your ebony ass right where it is, at home. In fact, watch my back catalogue of videos. Right, I want you all, right, to learn this particular dance.
Ay, 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 por Dios. Yo voy a votar por Donald Trump. Vote for Trump. If you wanna keep America great, vote for Trump. Let's do it. I vote for Trump. Oh my God, I will vote. I will vote. Oh yeah, for Donald Trump. Oh my God, I will vote. I will vote for Donald Trump. Oh my God, I
Want you, right, just before you're getting ready to walk out of that door, right, to go and help, right, our San brothers and sisters. I want you to listen to this tune.
Ay, 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 por Dios. Yo voto por Trump. Yo voto por Donald Trump. Ay, 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 por Dios. Yo voto por Trump. Yo voto por Donald Trump.
Let it play out. right? And that's the reason why, you know what? Turn your ass round, go back, sit down and learn the dance. This, what you see going on, is absolutely horrific. Donald Trump, right, has deliberately stepped this up. And what you got to understand, right, is they can't, right, in America, right, they can't, right, bring out martial law until black people go out onto the streets. Okay? They can't, it's not going to work, right? It's not really going to work if they've just got mainly Latinos and Hispanics out there, because they're going to need, because you see, once cars start burning all those things there, just expect white people to just step off. They're not helping you no more. Okay, they're not helping you any longer, right? Once any type of riot starts, and I tell you something, right? I'm going to tell you how you lot should have played this. From all these thousands of miles away of the safety of London in the UK, I'm going to tell you how, right? You guys, right, should have spoke to the LAPD and said, you know what? Listen, right? We're not going to smash anything up. We're not going to burn anything down. Right? We're just going to block shit up. Right? So we want you to leave us alone. That's what you should have done. To have the LAPD on your side. And they should have got together with some of your local leaders and that, and said, you know what, listen, don't smash anything up, don't burn anything down. Just go and block the fucking highways and all those things there. Because let me tell you something, yeah, that would be very, very effective. Because now the only people, right, who's going to be seen to be attacking you guys, yeah, is the National Guard. And one thing about the National Guard, yeah, is they are following illegal orders right now. Right? And especially as Trump has put Marines onto the street, that's completely illegal. Right? There's something in your something in your constitution called posse something. I can't remember what the rest of it is, right? But there's something in that says that you are not allowed to have soldiers policing the streets. It's completely illegal. Right? But when you are blowing up cars and doing all this, right? And listen, I know how these situations work. I've been in plenty myself, right? So I understand how these situations work, right? And it's very difficult, right, to not get, to stop people from burning stuff down and chucking Molotov cocktails. It's kind of difficult to stop all of that, right? So, you have, but yeah, you will get yourself into a situation where, because right now, yeah, I know that there are parts of LA that's as peaceful as ever, right? And this is a small part of LA that this is happening in, right? So, but Trump is going to highlight this and highlight this and highlight this, right? And he's going to highlight the fact that you lot are carrying motherfucking Mexican flags, right, while trying to burn down motherfucking America. What kind of stupidness is that? You're going to burn motherfucking America down, at least do it with American flags. Right, you're saying, right, yeah, we want to be Americans, right, but you're carrying Mexican fucking flags. Do you understand, right, how stupid that looks, right? And the problem is, right, he's blaming, oh, these are people from the left. They're left agitators. It's got nothing to do with us from the left. It's got nothing to do with us. Nothing at all to do with us. Nothing at all to do with us. Because I guarantee you, a lot of those people out there are Trump supporters. A lot of those Hispanics and Latinos are Trump supporters. And their problem is, what's their problem? They're being hunted. That's what their problem is. They didn't realise that this man was going to start hunting them. Even though he said to them, you know what? I'm going to deport 11 or 12 fucking million of you. Is there 11 or 12 million criminals amongst you? So what the fuck do you think he was talking about? Right? And you know what gets me, again, is your dislike, right, for this, right? Tell me something, yeah? Has this ever locked your children in cages? Has this ever zip-tied your children? You want to be close to the very people who said to you, know something, yeah? We're going to take the American dream away from you. Whereas Joe Biden, the one who panders You know, this man, you know, the Democrats, they're pandering to, you know, to black and Latino people and Hispanic people. They're pandering they're pandering. I'd prefer panda to dander. And if you don't know what that means, when you got your dander up, that means you're Stephen motherfucking Miller. And you hate motherfuckers who have brown skin or black skin or don't conform to what you expect them to conform to. But that's who you want to be with. You want to be with the people who are saying to you, we don't want you to have the American dream. We're going to take it away from you. Whereas the other lot who are pandering to you say, you know what? You too can have the American dream. Yeah, you too can have it. These lot want to deport you, all right? Just break all the rules and say, you know what? Stick them on a plane. Don't follow any procedures. There's no due process, is there? They don't need it. They're illegals. There's no due process. That's not right. That's not right. They have to take, and this is what's fucking them up, because every single one of yous have the right to due process. Every last one of yous. Whether you are illegal or you have a green card, it doesn't matter. You have the right to due process. And they're just bypassing that. They're showing you how much hate they actually have for you. But you don't like black people. Have I said something that offended you? You don't like black people. But you now want black people to come out and step up for you. As I said, keeping black asses right where they're at home. Don't go there. This fight could have been avoided. Because, you know, I hear so much people say, oh, well, you know, it would be just as bad with Kamala Harris. What, do you think that Kamala Harris would have had ICE chasing you down? Do you think that Kamala Harris would have said, well, you know something, yeah, we want you all out without due process? You know, as well, all like the farmers. Right? You see how they brought in the white South Africans, who apparently are farmers, but I'm quite sure pretty soon what's going to happen is that a lot of these South Africans are going to be given some portion of land, these farmers, right? These farms that have gone bankrupt because, you know what, they've pushed you to go bankrupt now in the farms. Soya beans and all them things there, finished. So they're going to push them over there. And now they're going to give those farms to the South Africans. And then they're going to allow undocumented people to work on them farms. Because black people ain't going to go work on them farms. Right? So that's what's going to happen. That is what's going to happen. But, you know, the one thing that I would say to you Americans is this. Right, and I'm leaving out, right, my left-wing white people and my red velvets are left out of this. The only people who don't have a right to be in America is you white motherfuckers. You have no fucking right. All of yous, not one of yous passport is legal. None of your passports is legal. The only people who don't have the right to be there is you. And I'll explain why that is. Because you know why that is. Because you committed genocide on the people to take their land. The only people who really should be in America is the natives and black people. Because black people was forced there. Yeah. Left-wing white people would have been invited. And our red velvets would have been more than welcome. That's what I tell you. Them right-wing white people who you see, they are the people. None of them have got the right to tell anybody, you know what, this country is ours. The only people in the world who could be that careless, that disgusting, that nasty, right, is these right-wing Caucasians. No one else in the world, right, could be filth like how these people are. They are the most disgusting entity ever to be born. These people go and they steal countries. They thief your country. And then they've got the liberty and the audacity, the cheek right? To turn around to other people and say, well, you're not allowed to come in. How should you come in? We're generations deep here. No, you're fucking 500 or 600 years. It's not generations deep, right? And if I tell you this, if you've got anything to say, before you say anything, right, go around America, right, and find the mass graves of all the natives. Start digging them up. Start digging them up. Start giving those people a decent burial. Because when you kill hundreds of thousands of people, right, what do? When you kill millions, what do? You don't give them you don't give them all a headstone, do you? Just take the bodies and just throw them just dig a hole, take the bodies and throw them in there. So we know that you've got mass graves all over America. So don't tell me no bullshit, right? What I'm seeing, right, what you have taken America back to, right? This white supremacy that you're trying to take America back to, right? You have no right to be in that country in the first place. And people need to really tell you, right? People need to tell Donald Trump to his face, right? You have no right to tell anybody they can come here or they can't come here because it's not your country. You're a thief. Your relatives were thieves, there was rapists, there was murderers, there was genocidal freaks. That's why you want to hide your history. That's why you want to hide your history away. Because even you, right, as nasty as you are ashamed of your own history. And you want to hide it. And you want to hide it. You want to hide it. Because this is what you people are responsible for. That's the kind of shit. That's the kind of shit that you people are responsible for. You are evil, right? You are the same slave masters from way back when. You're the same slave masters, just living in ice suits now. Going around America, right, ripping people out from their families, ripping people away from their work. What does that remind you of? What does that remind you of? It reminds you of everywhere you've ever been, that you've gone and you've committed horrendous acts. Acts that are so inhumane that you want to distance yourself away from them yourself. The level of hate that it has taken to get to this point is... You know what? I'll tell you this, right? I can't believe that the Latinos and the Hispanics, knowing all the stuff about Trump, that you knew. I mean, it should have really stopped when you found out that Trump was a rapist. That's when it should have stopped. Because for me, it would have gone nowhere near past that. Because I would never put my cross down for a rapist. And all of you men, every last one of you who voted for Trump, right, are potential fucking danger to women. Every one of you. I don't care about the women who voted for Trump. Fuck them. They're a fucking idiot. But I'm telling you, I don't care what colour you are as a man. If you voted for fucking Trump, right, I would not trust you around any woman because you're a fucking danger to women, right? Any man who can vote for a rapist, you know, because all of you knew before the election, a judge told you this man is a rapist. And you still went ahead and voted for him. So all of you are a danger. You're all a danger to women, right? None of you should be allowed to be around women. None of yous. No man who voted for Trump, because you're all fascists. You're all fascists, right? Potential predators. All of yous. I don't care what any of yous have got to say, okay? Because me, I would never vote for someone, right, who's been accused of that. And I guarantee you, yeah, more men look at you in that way than you think. Because we know the men who didn't vote for Trump or who wouldn't vote for Trump, we know. We know potentially you are. We understand what potentially you are, right? Because you're a misogynist. And only the misogynist can be a rapist, okay? And that's what you are. So all of you men, every last one of yous, I don't care what your circumstance. I don't care. You're all potentially danger to women. All of yous. Anyway, my friends, I think that I have to wrap this video up because I think I've gone on quite a bit. I just hope that in LA they just hold it down and just understand, you know, that what Trump is trying to do over there, you know, because he is inflaming the whole thing and making these people come out onto the streets more and more. I think it is a good thing, you know, they're you know, getting yourself in front of ICE and trying to stop ICE from doing what they're doing. But I think, as I said, yeah, I think you have to get your normal leaders to get with the LAPD to say, you know what, okay, we're not gonna smash things up and burn things down, right? But we are gonna block ICE and them things there, and then, right? Because ICE is running out of money. That's what you got to understand about that them as well. Yeah, they've only got money, I think, till July, so they're running out of money because they're trying to work. They're literally trying to work all over the country, so they're running out of money, right? So yeah, I think that's you know, that's what you got to make it. You got to make it as difficult as possible, right, for them, so they've in the end their trucks even run out of gas and then things there. But you got to make it as difficult as possible for them, right? Because I'm sure they don't want to start shooting people and all those things there. Yeah, I'm not sure whether or not they're going to be able to drive their trucks and that over you, because you know they may, you know, Trump. That's something that Trump will change the law. But you got to remember, yeah, that anything that any of those guys do, yeah, Trump is going to be prepared to pardon them as well. So if one of them do end up killing people, then Trump will pardon that person as well, right? So in LA, you guys have just got to take it really, really easy. But I appreciate, right, the way how you're standing up to them out there. I really, really, really do appreciate that. And so I say, keep that up. And wherever you see ICE turn up, just try and get as many people down there and just try and block them. Even if you can take even if you can get them busy and just get the people out of the trucks or whatever. Because always remember, that the truck door handle you'll be able to open because they won't be able to open it from inside, but you can open it from outside. Always remember that. So just try and draw the ICE agents away from the truck if you can, right? And just release those people and let them run off, and all those things there. But just if you can, block the ICE trucks. But you see, when they're firing rubber bullets and tell me something, where was the rubber bullets, right? And those smoke grenades, right, on January the 6th? Where was all that shit then? Because I can't remember seeing any of that. But the minute these guys looked like they was ready with all of those things. But anyway, my friends, I'm going to wrap this up now because I've gone on far too long, much longer than I thought I was going to. My friends, this is By Any Means Necessary. I am the MC John Ribs. It was really nice to speak to you guys. Please don't forget to like if you like this video, to share if you would like to share this video, and please don't forget to subscribe and press that little button. See you all again soon.